The world is going to God knows what.
Yeah, I just like my feed this morning. People are saying, "Okay, going into isolation." It's like, oh wow, okay, it's happening here right now.
Yeah.
Next few weeks, it's gonna be real quiet.
Few weeks, few months.
What do you think it's gonna be? 2 months?
Well, the virus will last at least 27 days in your system. Wuhan is still quarantined, so
Yeah.
look at those kind of things. You're looking at pretty long kind of element.
Whew, yeah.
1 second. People are watching me ruin my clip for my thing for our live stream. Okay. All right. So hi everybody. Sorry for starting a little bit late today. If you're tuning in here, thank you for joining. So with everybody that might be joining online and different things along that line, or if you're watching this later, I think it's really important that in this time period that we really are taking time for ourselves to really recenter ourselves and connect and not get so stressed out. It's easier said than done when you have the markets crashing, supermarkets not having any food, and many other things, but there's panic going on, and instead of feeding into panic, how do you come into stillness and collection of yourself? And create a level of trust, knowing that no matter what, as things continue to progress and happen, that nothing is forever, and this too shall pass. And it might get a lot worse before it gets better. And, you know, how do you hang in there and take care of yourself? Because stress and being stressed and anxious is one of the easiest ways to drop your immune system. And I don't think anybody can really afford to have a weakened immune system at this point in time. So please join us for as many live stream meditations as you can in the safety and comfort of your own home. We are still open, so if you do want to do any in-person things, we'll have that. I don't know how long we will remain open though, as far as the brick and mortar, but we will be serving you online, okay? Our services are available online as well as our live stream meditations and classes. So today's meditation, prosperity and abundance, I think very timely. I know multiple people that have lost hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in the stock market over the last couple weeks. And, you know, I think that how do we get to a place where we are trusting and allowing, instead of scarcity and lack and mindset of people going and hoarding 100 rolls of toilet paper, that we trust that, you know, everything's going to be okay. You know, it doesn't mean not prepare, but how do you trust that more flow is always going to be coming into your life? And I think that this is a time that we can really sit there and look at that. You know, I always like to start by going around. We have a very vacant room today in person here, but at least hearing, you know, what you're working on or working through, and so that we can guide this meditation for that centeredness, peace, love, but also abundance and prosperity. So what are you working on and working through right now? Mm-hmm.
I'm actually coming into a really new relationship with money, and the way that I bring in money in my business is radically transforming.
Okay.
Going from a place of like kind of solo, doing it on my own,
Mm-hmm.
and moving into collaboration,
Mm-hmm.
which I know is much more in alignment with my North Node and all of that. So, but yeah, it's like it's a tricky transition because there's this pull to go backwards.
Yeah.
And there was this kind of not knowing of the future. So
yeah. So I think you know, we as people and we as a society tend to want to cling to what we know, right? It's very easy to take steps backwards because it's comfortable, it's familiar. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I think one of the things to magnify today would be you already know that, you've been there and done that. in allowing yourself to look forward to having a new experience, right? To say like it's almost like a new adventure. It's I mean, nobody's traveling right now, but if you were like going on vacation, you want to go to new places, you want to explore new cities, new countries, new locations, and see what that's all about. And so if we can magnify that kind of curiosity and excitement for what is it like, because the bottom line is we already know what the past is like, and we've been there and done that. And if we try something new and it doesn't, and we don't like it, we can always go back, right? We might be different, but we could go back. We know the systems, we know that life, we know that way of being. And so if you can trust that that can happen, it's why not go and explore something else and see, could that be even better, right? So we're going to magnify the curiosity, and I think what a lot of people need is that anchoring of trust, right? Even in turbulent times, even in times of chaos, how do we ground ourselves and say, we might not know. The interesting thing is we really never know, right? And we can pretend that we have it all figured out, but then situations happen. Look at what's happening right now in the world, right? You know, like people wouldn't have predicted this, 6 months ago. Even people that were making travel plans in December for traveling in March or wherever they may go, they didn't think that suddenly the whole world was going to shut down, And so it's something that we never know what situations are going to unfold in front of us. And it not always is it negative. Sometimes the unfoldment can be massively positive. And even sometimes the negative can be positive, right? Like, in this upheaval of everything, when everything's said and done, maybe we restructure our economy in a more solid foundation. Maybe, people care more about health and well-being, in our current cycle that's going on, right? So, let's anchor trust in today. Let's anchor the fact that it's an illusion when we think that we have things figured out anyways. And let's look forward to the excitement of the not knowing, All right. Perfect.
Something I've been thinking is no astrologers could even predict this. It's so interesting. It's just been a surprise for everybody, and it's like, so how can it serve? How can it serve us rather than defeat us?
Well, and that's where you have to look at everything, like the Great Depression was a very terrible time for a lot of people. And, and also the most business in innovation happened as a result right after the Great Depression. And besides the tech bubble that happened, the most people became millionaires right after the Great Depression than any other time, except for the tech bubble. That really, but, so there, within everything there is opportunity. Within everything there is duality. There's a negative and there's a positive. And if we can start to focus on where are the opportunities, where is the expansion, where is this clearing away systems, things, and elements in our life, in our world, in our economy, in international economies and governments that maybe we see, we're magnifying the flaws like crazy so that we can become aware of them so we can change them, And we just got to buckle up and, have a really strong spiritual foundation that even if a lot of tragedy happens as far as lives are lost, that souls are eternal, And what shifts and changes can we hold on to, and how can we take care of ourselves the best? And then thinking from that eye of, instead of lack, opportunity, right? And I don't mean the opportunity, guys, of stockpiling toilet paper or Purell and selling it on the street for $100 profit. That's not the opportunity I'm quite talking about. But that is happening in New York and stuff, that they're selling hand sanitizer for like $100 a bottle right now. That's not the opportunity I'm talking about.
This breaks my heart.
Or face masks. Face masks a week ago, Amazon pulled them all down, but they were going for $700 a face mask on Amazon. A little crazy. So let's not get that crazy. Let's know that you need some food. You need to take care of yourself. Know that life as you know it will change. It's not a question of if, it is changing. It's already changed, and it's going to change more. And say, okay, how can you use this as a new foundation? To collaborate, to expand, to trust, to allow, to think of other ways to survive and thrive. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be the focus today. You can lie down. For those that are joining in, lie down, get comfortable. We're going to go for a ride of peace, ease, and comfort. Okay? So as you allow yourself to get comfortable, and I want you to just take a moment, taking inventory of your body, of your mind, of your life. And as you are aware of maybe your feet or your back or your shoulders, just be aware of yourself for a moment. This is about your time, and know that you're worth it. You took the time to tune in right now or to be here today because you know that you're important. And that as you collect yourself and you discover yourself, centering yourself in the power of you, that's where all of your truth and inner strength. And so being aware and allowing the thoughts that enter inside of your mind one at a time to start to fade away. And as they continue to fade away, drifting out of your mind, allowing yourself to breathe in very deeply and breathe out. And every breath that you take, just take in a little bit more of this relaxing sensation, of this inner peace, of comfort. And every exhale, breathe out, allowing yourself to know that right here, right now, this is your time. Your time to unwind, your time to relax. And the ability for you to know that in this moment and in this space, this is all that you have to do. And so you can let those thoughts exit out of your mind one at a time. You can pay attention to the next one. And then you can invite that one to pass out too. And you'll notice that there's a space between one thought and the next. That little space of separation, that space of stillness. And if you give yourself permission, you can pull yourself into that space. Into that space between this thought and that, into that peace that pulls you in with ease of comfort and relaxation. That allows your mind and your body to know that in this moment and in this space and in this time, every breath that you take, every moment that you feel, comfort even more inside. Let go. And I'm going to count down from 5 all the way down to 0. You can imagine that each number is like going one floor deeper and one floor deeper inside. And as you continue to allow your body to start to melt away, you can even imagine that your body is like an ice cube melting on a hot summer day. I know that you've seen an ice cube melt in the sun before, and if you haven't, you can imagine it. Sitting there, maybe on a picnic table where it fell out of a glass or whatever the case, and it's there and the sun is shining on it. And that ice starts to melt into a puddle. And so do you. As you feel your body melting into a puddle on the surface beneath you. And if you continue to allow yourself to stare at that ice cube and that puddle that it becomes, the sun will slowly start to evaporate it, drying up that surface completely, allowing all of that moisture and that water to go back into the sky. As you feel yourself too, perhaps in this moment right now, feeling that melting away and feeling yourself start to evaporate too. Or rather expanding your consciousness to feel a part of and one with the whole entire room. And as you feel that feeling a part of, as you feel that connection and that truth, allow yourself to expand just a little bit more. Can you take in more and more? Can you take in feeling a part of the whole entire building if you try, if you really want to? And you can allow this expansion, of awareness, this connection, and this peace. To expand beyond that too, to allow yourself to expand to the whole city, to your whole state, even your whole country too. And as you allow yourself to continue to expand, as you feel this expansion, this vibration of energy, this feeling of connection going even more to feel a part of Mother Earth and even beyond, you can feel a part of the cosmos too. And as you allow this ever-expanding awareness, this ever-expanding feeling, where suddenly you feel light, free, and connected. And in this connection and feeling a part of this bigger system that is at play, you can trust that you are fitting perfectly in this bigger picture that is going on today. And as you feel the sense of trust, as you feel this connection, you also know that everything is available to you. All of the vibrations, all of the frequencies, all of your desires, your hopes, your wants, all of your creation there waiting for you. And we sometimes forget and we limit ourselves from our limited perspective with our limited mind. And we think that it has to be this way or the way that we once knew, even though we've been there, done that. And there's a part of us that craves exploration, craves newness, and an understanding of something else, a difference, a discovery. And as you allow yourself to feel that, and as you allow yourself to understand that power of connecting, that power of truth, that power of peace, connection, all of it. And in this space, where everything is available to you, it's time that we clear away all of those old frequencies, the stresses and the anxiety, the fears that are just nothing more than false evidence appearing real. Because you know that in the past, fear and anxiety haven't ever really served you, have they? They've caused you to feel stressed or chaotic or tense. And ultimately, everything that you thought and you feared never turned out the way that you thought it would anyways. But instead, when you felt confident, when you knew that you could rely on you, when you knew you could trust in yourself, when you felt that no matter what came your way, you were going to figure out a way to overcome, to go around, to go under, to figure it out. And I want you to remind yourself of all of those memories, of strength and perseverance, of the ability to maneuver, to be the adaptable person that you've been throughout your life. Look at all of the journey that you went through. Look at all of the different stories that you've played out. And this time, it's about finding that story of the most confident version of you. The one that you see no matter what's going on the outside, that you remain peaceful and grounded inside. Like a tree that's rooted so deep inside that even if the wind blows 100 miles an hour, it doesn't even budge. So solid and firm, deep in its foundation, so structured and solid that the winds don't knock it over, don't move it. Maybe blow its branches, but the root and the core of it, so solid and firm as you imagine yourself as that tree so rooted inside, feeling that rooted strength deep inside, yes indeed. And so as you feel that, and as you know that, and as your mind allows you to take that on, going a little deeper, remember we're going to count down from 5 all the way down to 0. And every number, I want you to relax a little bit more. And every number after that, continue to allow yourself to explore, feel, understand, be, and perceive. Allow all of this to fill you with positivity. Let go. Now, 5, fading away. Drift and dream to a memory, a time in your past of peaceful, calm serenity. It can be a nature scene. It can be one real or imagined. It doesn't matter. Whatever color palette you choose, bright or dull, variety, or just a few tones, it's all up to you. But allowing yourself to allow your imagination to take you away. Because we're going to travel down to the inner workings of your mind to fill you with the confidence and trust, to fill you with safety and security, to know you got this. No matter what happens, you got this. And you're ready. You're ready for this next chapter of your life. You're ready to unfold a new story. The old been there, done that, already went through. It's time to release that tether to the past and say, I don't need this tether holding me down when there's all of this new waiting for me. Collaboration, expansion, prosperity, abundance, different ways to bring in, to create, and to do. New things that you haven't tried, new experiences that are waiting for you. New ideas that are ready to birth, new flowers that are ready to bloom. So here in this moment, as you allow yourself to go deeper down, 5 is just the beginning, 4 down to 3, deeper to 2. Feeling this awareness and imagining that you're like a pebble being thrown into the ocean. See on the surface all the ripples spread out. Rippling in that beautiful circle, the vibrations happening on top. But just beneath the surface of your awareness, all is calm and still. Try it. Allow yourself to pull yourself down to that next layer, a little deeper inside of you. And as you go a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper still, pulling yourself down even more. Letting go. Down you go. That's right. Deeper and deeper. Down to 2, deeper to 1. All the way down past your thoughts, your feelings, what's going on, deeper to the center of your mind, to the foundation, the floor inside, the core of you. All the way down to 0. Deeper, 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 deep sleep. Letting go. And in this foundation of you, in the control center of you, allowing yourself to navigate in a powerful way where navigation is a state for you. And as you feel and as you know and as you allow yourself to tap inside, here lies the control center of you. It's time to remember how powerful you truly are. And if we go back to when you were a little child, seeing the world through a little child's eyes, there was nothing that you didn't think you couldn't do. What you didn't know, you simply knew that you needed to learn, and there were no judgments about the lack of knowledge or skill. Is that okay? I don't know how to play that instrument. I can take lessons. I can take classes. Oh, I don't know that subject. I'm going to be in that subject. I'm going to take that elective. Oh, I want to do this. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to figure out a way. And you allowed yourself to be a beginner or to not know when you knew that it was okay. Because you weren't expected to know the things that you didn't experience, you didn't study, or you didn't do. And everything was at your fingertips. In the future, you could do whatever you focused on. You knew with a little effort, with a little energy, with time set aside, you could achieve, you could learn, you could grow. Even if it was a struggle, with a little bit more force, with a little bit more dedication, you would figure out a way. You would learn, you would do. Now, how is that any different for us as adults? If anything, it should be even more that way, because now we know all of the things that we've learned and we have overcome, the things that we did, the things that we've studied, and we found a way. So life would tell us that if we put our mind to something, even if it is something new, collaboration, expansion, allowing yourself to earn more money, to trust, to build something, to create something new. That you don't have to have all the answers. You don't need to know or predict exactly how it will go. You can just trust that as the days unfold, you'll figure it out. You're learning and growing every day and reminding yourself that every expert was once a beginner. Every single person had a start at the beginning in their journey, and whatever it is that you're looking to manifest, create, shift, or change, it's taking that first step, and the next step comes after. And as you are going and moving, it becomes easier to take that step one after another and another forward, and soon you will see. Like hiking up a mountain and you're just climbing the trails. At a certain point, you get to a certain point in the mountain where you look back over your shoulder and you see how high you've climbed, how far you've come. And that is life. So what would it take right now to awaken that childlike wonder inside of you, to give yourself permission that you don't need to know, be an expert, have everything figured out. You simply need to be curious enough to go after, to try without judgment of what you know or don't know at this point, what you think you can or can't do at this point. Knowing your potential is limitless. Expanding every day as you learn and grow more and more. So I invite you to step right here at this ledge in your life and to see that you have a whole story waiting to be told by you. Experiences that you haven't experienced, opportunities that you gotta create as you pull yourself back in the power center. Even if you can't control everything that is going on the outside, you can always control your internal state. Feel that for a minute. You can always control your internal state and your ability to respond and act and to learn and do, to uncover and to discover, to try, to explore. And guess what? You can always go back to the old ways if you want to. But at least give yourself permission to try the new ways. At least give yourself permission to explore what is possible for you. What is possible for you? As you feel that and you know that, as you allow yourself to take a moment to turn inside. And in this moment of silence, I want your mind to give yourself permission of all the things that you're looking to create. All the things that you wanted to study or learn. If you could do anything, if you could create anything, if you could allow yourself to believe that anything was possible for your life. Can you take a moment to allow your mind to tell you what those desires would be? Now, let go. Let go. As you continue to allow yourself to breathe in and breathe out, finding comfort in allowing yourself to take in some of those thoughts and feelings, those desires in your truth. Imagine if from this moment on you stop living from the limitations of your mind and you allowed from yourself to live from those desires, that knowing, letting go of any judgment and criticism, letting go of any fear, not caring so much what other people think, letting that all go when saying whatever someone else thinks is their opinion, not yours, not your life. Do you realize that? Do you realize that in a big way as you allow yourself to know? We're going to take a moment to allow your energy body to be flushed with divine energy too. With you to connect even deeper to your inner self, to your inner truth, to light and love from your heart expanding to your higher soul connecting inside of you. And I want you to visualize or imagine, picture, pretend, seeing a beautiful electric violet light right above your head. Now this white light or electric violet light mixed with white, hovering right above your head. Now this is your connection to your divine self, your truth, that higher part of you that understands that this moment in time is just a sliver in the long story of your life. It's like taking one page out of any book, and it just gives you such a little thread of information, but it's important and it's valuable. This does matter. But in the bigger picture, it is so limited, it will just come and go. No matter what you're going through, no matter what's going on in the world and in your life, this too shall pass. Things always do. The pages always turn. The story continues. As you trust in that, in the process of change, and you allow this higher perspective, it's like taking that GPS bird's eye view on your GPS where you can see all of the roads, all of the traffic that are at play. And we get limited within that street view, within just looking at that moment in the day that is currently in front of us. And we don't pull ourselves out enough to see the higher picture, to see the full story, to see how everything is lining up. But in this moment right now, I want to take you to that higher view, to that perspective too, that perspective in this moment as you feel this energy inside of you. Your mind, your body is feeling inside. Higher perspective as you feel this light shining down into your mind, into your thoughts from the left hemisphere, right hemisphere, circling inside, reminding you of how powerful you are. How capable, that your whole life you're the one that you could count on, you could always depend on you, that you've gotten yourself through many different circumstances, that you're creative, you're resourceful, you have everything you need to create your ideal life for you. Trusting in you, believing in you, reminding you of all the moments, the times, the things that have come and gone. And allowing this energy, this vibration, this higher perspective from your mind now to go into your head, into your neck, through your face, cheeks, jaw, eyes, nose, ears, allowing this to go from your neck now into your shoulders, feeling that energy, feeling that vibration, feeling that connection, releasing, relaxing any tension, any stress, any negativity, let that all go. From your shoulders down through your fingertips, from your shoulders and your chest now down into your stomach, into your hips. From your hips now into your legs, relaxing every muscle, every tissue, every fiber, every cell. From your legs now into your ankles and into your feet, releasing, relaxing, letting go, feeling this connection and allowing yourself to embrace and release. That's right. Letting go. Letting go. From your feet, grounding into Mother Earth, Let that vibration just pull you, root you, so solid and firm, so grounded into you, so knowing that everything is just one sliver in this bigger plan. As you feel that connection, you feel that truth, you feel that expansion, and you feel that groundedness. That from this moment on, nothing, no matter what, is going to knock you or shake you, allowing yourself with this unshakable trust and knowing, ready for something new. Ready to turn that page, to write that story, for you to be in control of your life, creating every element. And knowing that you can navigate anything on the outside. And as you feel that and you know that and you allow this energy to fill you, to feel this confidence and to expand. And allow this energy from the top of your head to the tip of your toes, grounding down into Mother Earth, going to the left side, the right side, circling front and back through you and around you, feeling this vibrational force, this energy so strong, so confident. You got this. That's right. As we expand and we allow, and things start to shift. With this inner knowing, with this confidence, with this belief in you, with this trust. And it's time to start to live your best life. You to step forward, to allow this heart to lead. And to know that new is great. You've already been there and done the old. Disconnect from those old stories. You can always go back, but it's time to go forward and allow new to create, to experience, to see. Do you like it better? Do you want other things? Do you want to try multiple things? Allow variety. It's the spice of life. Allow variety to be what you allow for yourself to create. Realizing no matter where you are, you're in the perfect place, and everything that you've ever learned, you had to start at some point, and know you're always growing and evolving, and you got this. You can figure it out. Every day, learning more, every day, growing more, every day, understanding just a little bit more. That's right. Let go. Letting go. And as you feel that letting go, in a few moments, I'm going to be waking you up out of hypnosis. Before I do at 0, going even deeper. So each night, regardless of the night and regardless of the emotions that you've experienced, when you decide that it's the right time to fall asleep at night, you're going to fall asleep deeply and quickly and sleep well through the night. And in those early morning dreams, what are known as venting or releasing dreams, I want you to vent out any remaining blocks or resistance, any tension or stress. I want you to release and say goodbye past, goodbye old ways of being, goodbye old patterns that I used to live. I'm ready for new. I'm ready to embrace that inner child again, fearless and creative with the whole world in front of you. For the pages for you to write, for you to create, giving yourself back the control over the story that you create for you. So each and every morning when you wake up, you can wake up feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, ready for another day. Ready to trust, to believe in you, to know and feel empowered in so many ways. Let go. So when I count up from 0 up to 5, on or before 5, opening your eyes, completely unsuggestible and wide awake. 0 going even deeper. 1 closing the door to the unconscious mind, making sure all the suggestions are locked in and effective. And at 2, becoming aware of your body. At 3, a total sense of positivity floods through every cell. 4, becoming aware of the room around you. And 5, eyes open, wide awake, coming back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming back. Feeling your toes, feeling your fingers. You can allow yourself to kind of move a little bit, feeling yourself a little bit coming back into your body. Taking a deep breath. Feeling that motivation, energy, power, and strength. And as you slowly come back into your body, you can allow yourself to make your way up slowly and coming back. I want to thank everybody that has joined with us on live stream. Just a reminder that a lot of our meditations are available on live stream. We're also offering more classes, some yoga classes and different things available online, as well as all of our practitioners are available via phone. So know that even in this time of social distancing, we're here for you to get the balance and inner peace that you need and any guidance, clarity, or help. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For holding the space.
Yeah.